Hi everyone, it's Maggie here. Let me see if I can put you so I don't move you too much around. How are you all doing? Happy new moon in Taurus today. Um, I don't know about you. I always feel a little bit sluggish on the full moon when it's like right before the full moon and today. So last night I was feeling a little bit like nah. And today as well, but it's getting better now. I just made a green smoothie and I'm feeling good. So I wanted to get on and in this video, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the full moon, what it means to me, how it feels to me today, and some general full moon things as well, some things about Taurus, and kind of to spark that within you, how this shows up for you, how the full moon feels to you, because we're each in our own unique phase at all times. So what's true for me may not be true for you, but I'm starting this conversation so that you can kind of feel into it for yourself, what it means for you. Okay, and then we're going to end with a practice. And it's going to be kind of a meditation practice, but more a little bit of movement. So make sure to stay till the end, and we'll get into that together. So the full moon, it always amplifies our fullness. Like the full moon, it's already says in the name, it's amplifying our fullness of our being. So when the full moon is in Taurus, Taurus is that very earthy sign. And so the full moon in Taurus, it's really our earthy body sensuality comes through, right? So what is the fullness of our sensuality? What is the fullest expression that we can give our sensuality? What is amplified in that regard for yourself? How does that show up for yourself in your own life? This is such an interesting full moon though, because so the moon is in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. And Venus is currently in retrograde in Scorpio, which is the exact opposite of Taurus. So there's like all these very interesting polarities going on, right? To me, this shows up as either, like I shared in the beginning, feeling lazy and kind of sluggish, wanting to be alone, kind of that hermit vibe. But also, on the other hand, I have lots of inspiration and like that kind of that powerful energy coming through. We recorded our Sew-In podcast, Vida and I, on Monday, and we were both saying that a lot of powerful energy came through. So that's kind of the other side of that sluggishness that I was feeling, right? It's calling for creativity, emotional awareness, really trusting our intuition. As you know, the moon is very deeply in tune with our intuition and our emotional awareness, our fullness, right? Trusting our intuition and ourselves. Because we may have that tendency to dive deep within ourselves and reflect ourselves because of Venus retrograde in Scorpio, which is like the beautiful sign of depth and darkness, right? So a few things that you may want to do for yourself today, to honor this full moon, to honor your own sensuality, to honor your own fullness, is awaken your senses. Practice being in the moment through mindfulness, really sensing. So maybe you want to play some music and really move your body, or when you're eating your meal, really feel what tastes like, what it smells like. Really be in the moment and sensing and listening to your body. That awakens your senses a little bit more. Another good thing is learning about tantra or sacred sexuality, or dive a little bit deeper into your own sensual or sexual practices by yourself or with a partner. The latest video that I did, it's still here in the group, is a very short and basic introduction about tantra. So if you want to dive a little bit deeper into that, make sure to watch that. Do your own research. I will also be doing more videos about it, so stay tuned. But it's a really fun way to kind of honor your body, honor that sensuality, honor that earthy sign, right? So because Taurus is a very feminine earth sign, right, in the zodiac, and like I said, it's ruled by Venus, and it rules our neck, our throat, our ears, our mouth, like that, this area, our throat chakra area. That's what's ruled by Taurus and Venus, because every zodiac sign rules a different part of the body. And so that got me thinking about what may come through for you is speaking of your truth, right? Maybe through slowing down, connecting with your creative, earthy, sensual self, as I shared. How can you integrate that earth magic for yourself? What is true for you in that? How does that want to move through you? Taurus, so it's a fixed sign too. It's a fixed earth sign, so it's very steady. And when I was feeling into that this morning, it reminds me of that alignment, right? That straight alignment that we can tap into. So we as women, we are always very powerful. Obviously, we're very powerful initiators, visionaries. We're that vessel. We're a vessel. Our body is a vessel, and we're always being penetrated by the divine through the crown of our heads. We're always being penetrated, and then that message is received in our bodies, in our pelvic bowl, right? That beautiful vessel of receptivity. But sometimes we wobble. Sometimes we can wobble out of that. So maybe we don't feel worthy. Maybe we're not sure. Maybe we don't feel safe. We don't have that clear focus, right? It makes us wobble. Like, oh, I'm not sure. And so what came through for me is that call for steadiness and focus, that we are worthy. We know deep down what we want. And it's almost an invitation, that fixed earth sign that's amplified by the full moon today, right? To not stray from that clarity that we have within. Does that make sense? If you have any questions about that, please let me know. I know it can sometimes get a little bit complicated. It really shows us how connected we are to everything, right? The earth, the moon. We're so connected to everything and anything. It really helps us understand our knowledge, our beauty, our softness, our power, our uniqueness. Just look at nature. Everything is just the way it is. We can learn so much from tracking the moon, from looking at nature, from actually slowing down and being aware. So that was my ramble on the full moon. Let me see if anything else wants to come through. No, I invite you to really sit with yourself today. It can feel a little overwhelming, but like I said, it's different for everyone. So celebrate, take a rest if you need to, dance, whatever you feel called to do, to honor that fullness of yourself, your sensuality, right? That's what this moon is really about for me. So I would like to share practice with you now to end this video, and to invite you to kind of play with this on your own today or tonight. So this practice, it will help you drop into all this that I talked about a little bit deeper. It's kind of a meditation, but it's more about movement and stillness. So through this movement that we're going to do, we're going to feel Shakti within us. Shakti being that divine feminine, creative life force energy, right? I'm sure you may be familiar with this already. Shakti is that force that moves the stars through their course in the sky, that makes the rain fall, bursts seeds open, lets us express ourselves, right? Everything is growing and expanding and being put into form through Shakti. Without Shakti, without that creative life force, energy, nothing can exist. So it's our awareness that is in anything and everything, that we share with everything and anything, right? It's that common, creative energy awareness that we share with everything. So and then that's the divine feminine, right? It's that creative, it wants to express itself, and then the masculine comes in and brings it into form. So we're going to tap into the divine feminine, into the Shakti energy within us. So I invite you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. And it may feel really good to place a hand on your heart and a hand on your lower belly. You can't see it, but I put my hand on my lower belly. And create a connection between the two, between your two hands. So you really breathe into your body. And then slowly start to make movements with your body. So you can make circles coming from your hips. You can go back and forth or left and right. Little circles, little figure eights, infinity signs. And here I'm inviting you to not think about the movements, but let your body lead you. And this may take a little bit, so just keep on breathing deeply into your heart space, into your lower belly, and let the movement come out of your hips instead of thinking about what looks good or how it's supposed to look. It's not supposed to look a certain way. It's supposed to be intuitive. And if your mind starts to chatter and wander, just bring it back to your breath, to the movements you're making. And see if you can lean your body back a little bit too as you're making these movements. See if you can kind of lean back like an exhale. You know, when you exhale, you kind of soften your shoulders and you lean back a little bit into your seat. So I invite you to do that too. And we're just going to do that for a few moments. And keep on breathing deeply. And then if at any point your body wants to move differently, so if you were making circles and maybe your body wants to move differently, just let your body move. And then make the movements smaller and smaller. Like if anyone would be watching you, they can hardly notice that you're moving. And then eventually, you're going to come to complete stillness in your body. But you're still feeling that Shakti moving inside you. That movement is still happening. Can you feel that? So even when you stop moving, that movement's still there. And it's always there. And that's your Shakti. It's always there. It's always moving within your body, rising up and down. And that's our power. It's what keeps us alive, and we can tap into that. And it makes us so powerful and magnetic. And it's through that stillness, through that being, that comes through. So you can take a few more deep breaths. And you can slowly open your eyes. Oh, thank you for the heart. I can't see who's watching. Oh, I think it's Heather. Hi, love. I'm on my phone, so I'm not quite sure how this works. So this practice that you can do it. Hi, yeah, it is Heather. Hi. So this practice, the movement, starting big and then going smaller and smaller into complete stillness, it helps you tap into that Shakti, right? As I explained a little bit. And you can do it whenever you like, whenever you feel overwhelmed maybe, or whenever you want to really drop into your body, because that's so powerful for us as women. And I will do more videos about that in the next coming weeks, months, because that has really helped me on my journey to get out of my head into my body. And yeah, you can do this anywhere. You can even add yoni squeezes too. I'm just thinking about that right now. If you want to feel a little bit extra juicy on this Taurus full moon at any time. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. If you have any questions about the astrology that I shared, please ask. Yeah, I think that's it for today. So many, many blessings. I hope you'll have a beautiful full moon celebration day for yourself. And yeah, please share what you'll be doing too. So much love to you all. Bye.